It's murder time.
2018, 29-year-old Grant was unemployed, living rent-free in his parents' guest house in the rural village of Chuliota, Florida. He had not once lived on his own and had recently been kicked out of an anesthesiology school for lack of attendance and also fired from a job as a nurse for stealing medication. It was around that time when he decided to experiment with the relatively new realm of online cam sites. These platforms differ from regular porn sites in that they are interactive.
We've watched an older version of this a long time ago. This is a man. We watched an older version of this a long time ago. This is a re-upload that's like remade, remastered.
Instead of watching a pre-recorded video, users can solicit live performances from models in exchange for money. This allows individuals to watch whatever acts they want, but at a price. Using his brother's credit card, he browsed through multiple cam models, spending an average of 20 minutes on each one. Yet it was on the 5th of June when forensics discovered he came in contact with a performer who went by the stage name of Sylvie. And over the following 6 months, Grant would spend over $200,000 of his family's money on this one model. The entirety of his father's life savings that he had saved up from working as a pharmacist for over 30 years was gone. He had spent $60,000 from his brother's credit card and had also taken a $65,000 loan out on the house.
This is the only time where I'm like, man, goddamn, like the fucking anti-hot tub activists or whatever will sometimes be like, well, it's addictive, it's addictive, it's addictive, like, how about how addictive it is? Like, well, fuck you. You're like you're allowing this kind of addictive shit to happen on the platform. I'm like, maybe it is like for this guy individually, but holy fuck, dude. How are you down so astronomically? How are you down so cataclysmically that you just rob your friends and family so you can like pay someone online like this? It blows my fucking mind, dude. Stop saying it's worth it. Yeah, people are insane. They're going to say some unhinged shit. There is free porn. What the fuck, man? Thank you. This is the thing I don't understand. Okay. Oh, you made a JCS style blast off? I missed it. True Crime React. Length 53 minutes. Pause 1 hour and 57. Oh my God, you made it specifically for this one too. It's just like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to me that like when free porn and stuff exists, like I mean, I guess this is not porn. This is another kind of sex work that revolves around, you know, a personal relationship with this person. It's more parasocial than just like straight up porn consumption. So I guess it has a capacity for people to just like unload their wallets this way. But I still don't get it. I literally do not understand. I literally do not get it. I will never understand it.
House. When his family found out, instead of calling the police, Grant was sent to a behavioral rehabilitation facility for online porn addiction.
The more we try to run from shame, the stronger it becomes.
When Grant got back from rehab on January 4th, his father presented him with a 2-page list of rules he was required to follow if he wanted to continue living at home. One of the conditions was that he cease all communication with Sylvia immediately, but it took just 3 weeks for the family to discover that he had broken the contract and re-established contact with the model via Twitter. On January 24th, when Chad Amato got home from work, he reportedly confronted Grant over his disregard, and the two of them got into a heated argument which almost turned into a physical altercation. Grant was then kicked out of the house, and for the first time in his life, he was on his own. Shortly before 9 a.m. the next morning, police received a call from Cody Amato's girlfriend, alerting them that he had failed to show up to work that morning and hadn't responded to multiple phone calls. They arrived at the residence at 9:17 a.m., and once knocks on the front door went unanswered, they were able to gain access with a knife via the back entrance. Chad, Margaret, and Cody Amato were all found lying dead on the floor with gunshot wounds to the head from a 9mm handgun. Grant became the immediate prime suspect, as a witness statement from Cody's girlfriend advised police of the confrontation that had occurred the night before, as well as the collection of bizarre circumstances that had led to that point. He was traced to a hotel in Orlando.
You're being cooperative, sir. We appreciate that. Some Seminole County detectives want to talk to you, so we're going to get the handcuffs off of you.
Nothing in your pants, correct?
It's just a normal routine when we encounter someone that we want to make sure you're safe. Now we know you don't have any weapons. We'll we'll get those restraints off.
We watched a different version of this. We watched a different version of this same story.
Confident you've been cooperative.
A long time
good,
ago,
so
years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago.
He immediately agreed to accompany them to the police.
I did not. Yeah, I missed the no-fap promo. You want me to see it again? You want me to watch it again? I'll rewatch it. Like we already watched Aiden Ross, man.
Contact with them. Just
where is it? Here.
Sent to a behavioral rehab.
The more we try to run from shame, the stronger it becomes.
When Grant got back from rehab on
I kind of want to watch the whole, like, the real, like, full version of that no-fap, but I'm afraid that, like, Aiden might be watching right now and he's going to be, like, more committed to his no-fap shit.
Otto got home from work. He reportedly confronted Grant over his disregard, and the two of them got into a heated argument which almost turned into a physical altercation. Grant was then kicked out of the house, and for the first time in his life, he was on his own. Shortly before 9 a.m. the next morning, police received a call from Cody Amato's girlfriend, alerting them that he had failed to show up to work that morning and hadn't responded to multiple phone calls. They arrived at the residence at 9:17 a.m., and once knocks on the front door went unanswered, they were able to gain access with a knife via the back entrance. Chad, Margaret, and Cody Amato were all found lying dead on the floor with gunshot wounds to the head from a 9mm handgun. Grant became the immediate prime suspect, as a witness statement from Cody's girlfriend advised police of the confrontation that had occurred the night before, as well as the collection of bizarre circumstances that had led to that point. It just started. He was traced to a hotel in Orlando.
And I replayed it too, the parts where I was peeing.
Cooperative, sir. We appreciate that. Some Seminole County detectives want to talk to you, so we're going to get the handcuffs off of you.
Nothing in your pants, correct?
It's just a normal routine when we encounter someone that we want to make sure you're safe. Now we know you don't have any weapons. We'll get those restraints off of you. We're confident you've been cooperative. Everything's good, so we appreciate that very much. It goes a long ways.
He immediately agreed to accompany them.
I will never understand, like, how kind cops are to, like, white murderers. Okay? They're just, like, I guess they see themselves in them or something. Like, I don't know what it is. Like it's not like this guy is being pulled over for a jaywalking violation. You know what I mean? Like, motherfucker is a murder suspect, bro. He's like, yeah, you've been real good. I guess they, like, you know, game recognizes game, you know, that sort of thing where they're just like, you know, he just had a bad day. It happens, you know. God knows I wanted to murder my whole family after a long day at work.
Them to the police station and sit down for an interview. Reports stated that he wasn't made aware of his
trying to get a confession. My friend, these guys are not the investigators nor the detectives on the case. These are the first responders. They are not trying to get a confession out of him. They're just their job is to detain the person, okay? I hope you understand. Like, this is de-escalation, technically, and it is true that this is the right way to police. I'm more so shocked that they behave this way with, like, a fucking white murderer, but they cannot have this, like, semblance of humanity when they are looking at, like, random black people that haven't even done anything that they know of. Okay? Do I need to? I mean, we will be playing the Steven Seagal TV show Lawman in a little bit, so you'll see the differences within treatment of, like, random black individuals for the crime of, like, standing outside of their homes or even shaking each other's hands and stuff. You know, you'll see what the difference is, I guess.
His demise, nor was he advised as to what the purpose of the interview was for. Grant himself didn't once inquire, just reportedly sat silent in the back seat of an unmarked police car, staring out the window for the entire journey to the police station.
Did you know why? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Good.
Must you bring up black people's oppression every 5 seconds? Yeah, if we're talking about police treatment and mistreatment of individuals, then yeah, I would say that, you know, the most common victims of police brutality in the, you know, at the Hasanabi broadcast, where I cover such matters all the time, I'm black as well is just a lot. Okay, well then you should understand, regardless of whether or not you are black, that this is a normal thing to bring up. I'm a political commentator.
So you got a what? Do you Coke or anything?
No. I'll hold off on that.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Eva.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm here.
Just to restate, he has not been told, nor given any insinuation as to why he is sitting inside an interrogation room, and has not once inquired himself.
Hey, we really appreciate you coming up here with us. And
But don't you think that's why T-Pain thinks you're right wing? Okay, that's fucked up. Why do you have to bring T-Pain into this? That's fucked up. Okay, why? Also, no, T-Pain thinks I'm right wing because I say like unhinged, sarcastic right wing shit. Or things like, I love Donald Trump. I don't think T-Pain is like, oh man, that guy's definitely a right-winger because I said black people are mistreated by police regularly. Yeah, I don't think T-Pain's like, man, Hasan sure covers police brutality. And its disproportionate impacts on the black community, sure a lot. Much like many Republicans would, like that's not what's going on there.
any time during this you need to stop and go to the bathroom, want a drink, saying just let me know and we'll be happy to get you. My name is Danny Anderson, and I'm a deputy Seminole County Sheriff's Office. As is Eva.
The investigator's initial plan is to establish a friendly connection with the suspect, which can often be a highly effective tactical procedure to elicit a more detailed discourse. Yet on this occasion, something seems to get lost in the endeavor, which you'll just have to see for yourself when the time comes. This is one of the most fascinatingly aggravating interrogations to ever be released into the public domain.
So we just want to talk to you a little bit, and we'll get this in and out, be on our way. Okay? Full name?
My full name is Grant Tiernan Amato.
What is there any special nursing degree? What you do, or?
I mean, I have like other certifications.
Uh-huh.
I mean, with that, like I primarily worked in the hospital for I think 5 or 6 years. Well, I was accused of grand theft of the third degree back in June of 2018. There was no evidence ever presented. All the charges were dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I had been applying for jobs for the last couple weeks. I'd gotten.
Oh my God. Oh my God, you're not wrong. He does sound like Asmongold. Oh my God, he literally sounds like Asmongold.
Like 3 or 4 callbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went on a job interview yesterday for a home infusion nurse job.
What time was your interview yesterday?
It was scheduled for 10. I got there at around 9 in the
Okay.
morning. And then I think we actually had the interview at about 9:45.
How'd that go?
I mean, it was all good. They didn't have anything. They said that they'd probably be getting back to me by Tuesday or Thursday this coming week.
Get you back to work?
Yeah, because I mean, it's like it's a crappy world when you don't have any money, you
Sure.
can't do anything. So
Financially, how's the nursing what you did? I'm sorry, I just don't know that much. She knows a lot more about nursing. The nursing, how does it pay? How does it pay?
I mean, if you work your standard 12 hours a week, you get anywhere between I'd say $45,000 and $55,000 a year. So I mean, it's not bad. I think my best year I made like $55,000.
55.
Because I rarely worked overtime.
Right.
When I was just because I had the whole plan of going to graduate school,
Mm-hmm.
so I was just kind of using it as a stepping
Right.
stone for that time.
Just to pay the bills to
Right.
get you where you gotta.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And what you're going for, what does that pay?
Nurse anesthesia pays, I mean, base like about 150 up to 175.
Okay. High school, where'd you go?
I went to Timber Creek.
How were your grades?
High school and the first 2 years of college, I was A, B, C.
Mm-hmm.
I was in honors in the major program for UCF.
Mm-hmm. Girlfriends?
Girlfriends. I had, like my high school sweetheart, girlfriend, for about 5 years. And then ever since then, no, like, official girlfriends, no flings or anything like that.
Dates here and there?
Dates occasionally, but, I mean, not really. Kind of focused on, like, just getting through the life goals that, I wanted to achieve.
What do you like to do?
What do I like to do? I like to watch anime.
What is it?
Oh!
Sorry.
Oh, dude. At this very moment, the suspect bringing up his proclivities in anime consumption should be seen as a red flag, but given white privilege, the detectives quickly overlook the moral degeneracy that this man is demonstrating.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what it is.
I mean,
I thought you said MMA. I'm like, okay, and then when you start explaining to it,
I mean, I guess
heard it. I'm like, no.
it's animated. It's like cartoons, I guess you could say, but it's Japanese cartoons.
Oh my God.
It is in Japanese.
Dude, anime lovers will never recover from this, okay? Not me, though, because I'm not a weeb. And I hate anime. Just saying.
Japanese, and then they
Subtitle
it. Yeah.
You speak Japanese?
I was going to say, do you understand?
I don't. I understand a few words. We actually just went to, me, my brother, and...
Oh my God, please, if the detectives ask him to say some words in Japanese and he's just like, "Wakarimashita!" I mean, obviously, like, I've just only seen weebs behave like that. Like, I myself would never do that. But I'm saying, like, if he just starts saying stuff like that, that'd be pretty funny.
And one of my friends, or I guess friends from high school, we went to Japan.
In fact, how long have you been out of work?
I've been out of work for 6 months, since June.
How did you pay?
Good thing I'm not going to Japan at the end of this month. I would never do that. Because I hate anime.
That's a lot of money for to be out of work.
My brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
Other
I
hobbies,
think the only other game
PlayStation,
that
Call
really
of
played
Duty.
was Fortnite, but then that was starting to get to, like...
That's a big deal right now.
Yeah.
The young
Bro, this is kind of funny to watch because it's like this is literally like an LSF commenter, okay? Guy wants to be a streamer, loves anime, loves playing like Call of Duty, Fortnite, whatever the fuck, like video games, okay? And loves consuming the content of sex workers, but also has like a deep just can't fucking live in the world with those things that are his like primary hobbies, basically.
You're all over it.
And actually, yeah, during the time that I was that I wasn't working as a nurse, I tried to do the whole Twitch streaming thing.
What is that?
I'm
Stop!
I'm sorry,
No.
He said he wanted to be a Twitch streamer, dude. Stop!
Twitch streaming thing.
What year, by the way? Yeah, he was. He tried to be a Twitch streamer. What year? What year was this? It's a vid from 2019, but what year was he? I think he tried to be a streamer before me. The OG vid's from 2019, but I don't know when he did the murder. I can't check his logs because he probably became a Twitch streamer before me. But he did have I think he did have a Twitch stream. It hurts to stare in the mirror, doesn't it? Shut up!
What is that?
I'm
sorry.
No.
What kind of order where you have to explain a lot of this to us?
With Twitch, it's you got your mic and then you have your face cam, and then basically people are just watching you play whatever game you're going to say that you're playing.
Okay.
On virtual reality, it was primarily just Beat Saber, so it's like a rhythm-based.
Wait, I want to know what the fuck. Wait, what? He had a gaming
you have
PC?
your face cam, and then basically people are just watching you.
I want to hear
whatever
about
game
this
you're gonna say
part.
that you're playing.
Okay.
I can't believe he skipped through the VR, Twitch, gaming, building PCs. I would never do any of those things, by the way. Bro, this is literally me if I didn't take balding medication, okay? What the fuck? Like, he did VR degeneracy shit.
On virtual reality, it was primarily just Beat Saber, so it's like a rhythm-based game, like Guitar Hero. Apart from that, we really didn't get into too many other games yet. We were kind of just focused on Beat Saber. But I think we had downloaded a few other where it's just like you're going through like a world and you can interact with the world or something like that.
Close with your brother Cody? Let's talk about Cody.
Oh yeah. Me and Cody.
Who's older, you or him?
He is. I'm the youngest one. I'm 29. He's 31. Okay. My oldest brother Jason is 35 or 36 now.
Talk about Cody.
Cody. You know, we decided to go to nursing school together. We decided to go to the nurse anesthesia school together. A lot of people thought that it was weird because we did everything together and because we were so close, but yeah, I mean...
Yeah, a lot of people understand the bond of brothers, though.
Yeah.
The true bond if you're close with your
And, I mean, during, like, this whole time, I mean...
Wait, he's 29? This motherfucker's younger than me? No, he's not. He was 29 when he did this. Okay, he's older than me. 1989. Even then, though, holy shit, he looks way older, bro. Jesus
Kind of like with
Christ.
just a few examples I've given you, he'd take care of everything for
Always
me.
there for you.
Yeah.
You found his Twitch?
Always there. Yeah, did everything.
Wait,
Got
for real?
connected to the hip.
And ever any issues really with him?
Bro, you did not. Oh my God, you found his Twitch.
Whoops. It fluctuates and drops you below 60 FPS, which is not the dream.
Sit rep. Potential collapse detected. Relocation to indicated safe zone is advised.
Dude, what the fuck? Yo, the chat is literally CIA, bro.
Which is not the dream.
Who's he following? Oh my God. Tim the Tap Man and Dr. Lupo. That's crazy. From healthcare to streamer, gamer, esports enthusiast, I'm an extremely chill person who throws salt on occasion, but for the most part, bring the laughs and just has fun. Always a chill room unless we sweat. We do a lot of giveaways, so stick around. Yeah, where's the schedule? He last streamed 4 years ago. I wonder what happened to him. Donate and tip. He has a sponsor. And is his Twitter? He has a Discord? He had a Discord? What the fuck? We covered this in 2021. Here's my log. Chat, follow up on video. I found Grand Amato's Twitch account from his brother's account. His channel has clips of him showing the same room as the videos and court documents. Dude, you're fucking RTBA. You're so crazy.
Whoops.
I guess we did. We covered this because we did cover the story, but I don't remember looking at this. Did I just shut this part of my brain out? I remember like looking into the story, but I don't remember looking in and finding his like account. This is his follow list. Tim the Tap Man, Average Jack, Dr. Disrespect, banned. Ninja, Incon, Matty Pocket, The Best Taco, Trail Mix, Gone Vlog, UMG Gaming, Ninja 02 OG, Average Jack, Triple T Clash, Tim the Tap Man. See, bro, he would not have been following me because I started streaming after him, I'm pretty sure. These are the most basic FPS gamers. We want to see the live cam following. No, we looked at his brother's Twitch account. Average Jack, Castile, Millen, Ashes, Vault Nation, Twitch. This is crazy that you guys found this shit. Hold on. Dude hasn't even caught a ban. Yeah, I mean, dude, what's Twitch gonna do for fucking banning him? It hurt me seeing his brother's Twitch and Instagram. Oh yeah, you found his brother's Twitch. Streamer, by the way, lol.
We are nowhere close to a van. Yeah, we're kind of close to one.
What the fuck? You were in that game? Look at the feed. No, I wasn't. Fuck do you
We are
mean?
nowhere close to a van.
You just made that up. I wonder, wait, who clipped it? Oh, he clipped his own. These are all, yeah, he probably had no viewers, bro. Classic, like, no viewer Andy, you know, clipping his own shit. Well, I mean, I guess this is someone else clipped this. Bro, he has 2K followers. This is the majority of streamers. Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying, like, this is how everyone is in the beginning. No, I'm not being a view count Andy, you fucking weirdos. I'm saying, like, I did the same shit. I did the same shit as well. Everyone has done this. Everyone that's been on Twitch has done this at a certain point. A dominant machine plus Fortnite giveaways. All me, lol. Welp, 2 dubs. He was a lol W user. He was a lol user. I'm just wondering, like, if anyone else clipped something and it's like RSA Maddie. And Castile Melon and Mark. Tech wasn't a thing back then. Yeah, I know. No, this is him.
More positive
Everybody,
thoughts, huh?
and then I'll pick one, and then I will whisper you on here. So even if I'm not on, check your whispers for me, and then I'll ask if you want the winning. If you don't, let me know. If you do, let me know, and then we'll get it to you.
My
And we'll talk about how we're gonna do it.
I don't have that.
Oh yeah, mine says that too.
Yeah, Twitch chatters probably fucking made fun of him for being bald. That's why he wore that fucking hat all the time. Just think about that. Who is this guy? He's the murderer who murdered his whole family that we are talking about right now. That JCS's latest video is looking at.
No, like I was saying, during this last 6 months, it had been a very trying time. He would like have his moments where he would get extremely upset.
He has one logged message across all the privately logged channels I can see. It was in Tim's stream in 2018. Use your abilities, ... Pog. In 2018, 11:10 at 8 p.m., he said to Tim the Tap Man, use your abilities, ... Pog. He was also a backseater, which is, you know, almost as bad. Almost.
Like, you know, he never gets violent, I guess you could say. But, like, at one point he got so upset that he, like, pushed a cabinet and then it, like, dented into the wall. Yeah, I mean, at least with me, he's always been, like, where he's there for me. Like, whatever it takes, regardless of what's happening, I'm going to take care of it for you.
What about your mom?
My mom has,
It must have been a bizarre sight for the detectives to witness, when a man who had just allegedly shot his mother in the back of the head gave a reminiscent smile when she was brought up in the discussion.
she's always been the, it's kind of like Cody, she's always been the one that focused on me. And,
Were you the baby? You were truly the family baby?
For my mom.
So that's she's...
Yeah.
Okay.
For my mom.
Mom's favorite?
Yeah. You know, countless times my dad would, like, come up to me and he'd make, like, me feel, like he'd try and use things and word things to make me feel guilty so that I would, you know, do everything that I can, like get a job.
Almost like a motivation.
Right. And he'd tell me time and time again that, you know, you're her favorite. I mean, she would do anything for you.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't need to hear that. I mean, that's not what would motivate me.
Sure.
But no, with Mom, I think we yelled at each other a grand total of like 3 or 4 times my whole life. Never any issues. I mean, it was always, like, if there was somebody that I could talk to and, like, Cody wasn't available, I'd always talk to my mom. I'd always let her know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, she would help me out through anything.
Okay. Tell me about Dad.
Dad,
What does he do?
Dad's a pharmacist.
Okay.
He works for CVS. He's been a pharmacist for, I think, 35 years or so. My dad was a very, like, angry, violent type person. Overbearing. You know, like baseball practice, it'd be like 4 or 5 hours, and he's hurling the ball as fast as an adult can.
I don't understand how, like, it seems like he's from a upper middle class, comfortable background. Mom and dad are not like, you know, like overwhelmed. Like, they're good to him. He gave his Twitch Prime sub to Dr. Disrespect once as well, apparently. Twitch notify, Deus Light, just subscribe with Twitch Prime. Dude, RTBA is literally the fucking CIA, okay? Yeah, he's college educated. He's in nursing school. His family helped him out a lot. It's crazy. Just because his father provided does not mean he wasn't abusive, but that doesn't justify murder. First of all, I don't know why you immediately fucking jump to the conclusion that his murdered father was abusive when it doesn't seem like there's any indication.
And we're like 7th to 8th grade trying to catch this stuff.
Belittle you?
He would belittle me when I was younger. The problem, I guess, was that I was always like the jokester, the one that could calm everybody down, make everybody smile. If it was a heated situation, I could say a joke or something and then make everybody kind of move past it. And I was just in the point where it's like, you know, I'm hearing, you know, all this stuff from Dad. I'm seeing how much Cody's helping me. You know, Mom's stressed out with her job. And it's like, I'm not doing anything.
When's the last time your dad put his hands on you?
Yeah, he implied that his dad was not nice, okay? There's a difference between implying that your dad is not nice, the father that you murdered, versus my dad was abusive. What the fuck? I mean, he said...
How much I was just in the point where it's like, and then make everybody kind of move past it. If it was a heated situation, I could say a joke or something and then make everybody smile. If it was a heated situation, I was always like, and he's overbearing, you know, like angry, violent type person. Overbearing, you know.
Bro, there's no better indication that chat just carries their own baggage to every fucking point of contention, to every point of conversation, to like this guy saying my dad was violent and angry and just moving past it, and then everybody going, oh dude, he's clearly abusive to him. Like every single instance, chat just immediately like, oh no, I'm going to take the word of the murderer. He's trying to subtly imply that there was a murder-suicide and he's totally unaware of the murders. The problem is that he hasn't been told why he's there. Is chat being manipulated by the dumbest fucking murderer in history? Jesus. Yes.
Like baseball practice, it'd be like 4 or 5 hours, and he's hurling the ball as fast as an adult can, and we're like 7th to 8th grade trying to catch this stuff.
Belittle you?
He would belittle me when I was younger. The problem, I guess, was that I was always like the jokester, the one that could calm everybody down, make everybody smile. If it was a heated situation, I could say a joke or something and then make everybody kind of move past it. And I was just in the point where it's like, you know, I'm hearing, you know, all this stuff from Dad. I'm seeing how much Cody's helping me. you know, mom's stressed out with her job, and it's like I'm not doing anything.
When's the last time your dad put his hands on you?
The last time my dad put his hands on me would be...
Yeah, that one giveaway I did was real fucking was real impactful of me getting 1 million followers. So much so that I forgot I ever even did it. You said liar. Okay, let's continue. Chad is doing this to deflect away from the fact that this weeb that murdered his whole family is like staring directly into a mirror, okay? Chad is looking at the mirror and seeing that the mirror is looking back and it's scary. So they're like, let's talk about anything else. Like how you lied about your giveaway.
Say kind of the middle of December of 2018.
What happened?
It's because, you know, with all the money that had been getting spent and...
Just to be clear, the cam model has not yet been brought up in the discussion. The money being spent, in this context, would simply be his living expenses.
I guess just a mix of everything that I've been saying, just kind of boiling up in him. And the fact that I was, to him, it seemed like I wasn't concerned about it. So, and then plus I was, you know, I wasn't acting like myself with the jovialness and, you know,
Sure.
all that kind of stuff. My father chose to admit me to like a depression or an addiction clinic or something like that in Fort.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a thing that you would do if you're like an abusive, absent parent. You know what I mean? This is why I'm saying, like, I don't think this family was actually abusive or violent. It low-key does, though. Bro, he stole $250,000 from them, and instead of taking the matter to the police, they were like, please get help for your fucking porn addiction.
Fort Lauderdale called Cornerstone.
When was that?
That was December 22nd.
Okay.
Until I think...
Yeah, I played airsoft with them both. First of all, I don't know if this guy's being honest or not, but I don't give a shit because I don't need additional evidence to make this inference that like it doesn't seem like these were abusive parents. Okay?
I think January 4th.
Did you agree to go?
I didn't, but they said that, you know, this was your only...
Who said?
My dad.
Okay.
And that was in Fort Lauderdale?
Yes, yeah.
Did your mom agree with it?
My mom and my brother both agreed, but it was my dad who was like the iron fist, like, this is what's going to happen. Like, you know, he can't...
Why did he say you needed to go? What was his reasoning?
Because with the way that I was acting, he didn't see that I was doing anything for, like, the positive. You know, and a lot of it just came back to money with him. He would like allow me to spend money that he had, like with his credit card or something like that. But it's like then whenever I did, it was like a huge problem.
Okay, so you had one of his credit cards.
Yeah.
And what were you buying with it?
Well, what I was doing is over the past 4 months or something like that, I've been talking to this woman online.
Who is she?
She's, as embarrassing as it is, she's a cam model.
A what?
A cam model. Do
All right.
either of you guys know what that
Nope.
is?
Just like all the videos, you have to tell us.
A cam model, it's like they...
Yeah, right. That motherfucker definitely knows. The way he jumped up, he just, nope. A what? Nope. I don't know. You need to explain it to me. Also, give me the website if you would like to. And, you know, maybe I'll have to log in to do further investigation on what these campsites are about. Don't know what that's about. What's going on now?
It's like a virtual girlfriend, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Like that type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the money went to her.
Okay, where's she at?
She lives in Bulgaria.
Where?
Bulgaria.
Where's that?
over in Europe. It's like
He said, "Where's that?" Sounds like a made-up country. Bulgaria. What now?
Okay.
Something like that.
You ever been there?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't that serious.
So
Okay.
what would you give her money for?
Just for like the time online with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was just like that type of thing.
And what did she charge?
$600 for like 5,000 or something tokens or something like that. So, and then it was 4 hours a night.
Oh my
so
God.
I mean that's basically just where all like the costs went to, was you pay real money for the tokens, then you use the company's digital currency for that.
So you do this, and when did you meet her?
I met her at the beginning of July. Yeah, at the very beginning of July.
Okay, and still talking to her?
Still, yeah. I mean, more just on like Twitter, like
Okay.
just through direct messaging.
Bro, this is literally Andrew Tate, by the way.
Again,
This is what Andrew Tate was
doesn't work,
doing.
So it's like I can't use the chatting like that.
How much do you think you spent?
Hassan's out here realizing that he's being scammed by Amazon. Bro, yeah, I'm in the wrong business, dog. I don't know why. I mean, this dude, he went into Twitch streaming because he thought it was going to be like that. I didn't even realize it was like that.
On this, because it seems kind of pricey.
Yeah, probably close to like $200,000, I'd say.
Jeez!
$100,000?
Yeah.
And where'd the money come from?
Money came from me, my brother, and then my dad.
Did they know where the money was going to?
They didn't know that it was going to a cam model. I was saying that it was going towards my Twitch streaming,
Bro, 250 grand towards Twitch streaming. His family probably was like, yo, this Twitch shit sucks, dog. $200,000 is so much money, bro. That's insanity. Bro, for $200,000, he could have literally flown her out. Okay? He could have spent the $200,000 on flying this lady out, like basically fucking marrying her, you know what I mean? Giving her a green card, taking care of her. That's bananas, dude.
like advertising, like putting my name out there and that type of thing. So I guess to like bring it all back with why I was brought to Cornerstone, it was a mix of all of those things. It's like he felt like, you know, he felt like
You need to be grounded.
yeah. And so then I was there, you know, I spoke to like the therapist and psychiatrist and all that stuff. I didn't need any medications for anything. They had analyzed it as, this is an isolated event. You've been out of work, you have this PTSD from the whole getting arrested thing, and I mean, the last thing on my record was, I think, a speeding ticket back when I was at UCF. They had signed me up, I think, to be there for 60 days, but then I was only there until January 4th. So
Who paid for that?
My brother, Cody.
What was the cost of that, do you know?
$15,000.
So their final diagnosis of you was what?
That I was fine. That
Didn't need to be there.
yeah. That I was fine. I told them all about like my living situation and how it had been stressful, and then it got better, and then now it's just stressful again. But they had all just said that it was just this isolated event.
Situational PTSD from.
Right. When I got back, that's where my dad started to get really kind of overbearing, and I mean rightfully so. I know what I did, but it's like with him, it was every single day, hours a day. Hours a day. He'd come home from work, and then he would just talk to me just about the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again.
When was the last time that you and your dad did have, you know, a heated conversation?
It would be Thursday, because one of his rules was that I wasn't allowed to talk to the woman anymore that I had been talking to. But I guess you could say behind the scenes, my mom would let me talk to her through her cell phone using Twitter. So yeah, anyways, on Thursday, he had apparently found out that I was speaking to her again. You know, it wasn't really my intention to continue talking to this woman, but it just kind of happened. And then because there was like that emotional connection, I guess you could say, between her and me, like I like, you know.
Notice how he says only his dad is abusive and his mom is not abusive, you know, despite the fact that he killed both. Because his mom was like kind of letting him do it. And his dad was like firm and saying, you need to cut this shit out. Because his mom, like, out of love and affection, is just how it is sometimes, enabled him a little bit, and the dad didn't. That's why he's abusive. The dad's abusive. The emotional connection. I liked her. She liked the money. Yeah.
It felt like a relationship. I didn't want to just stop cold turkey on it.
So Thursday, you're home all day.
Yes.
With your mom. She works at home.
Correct. Yes.
Your dad's at work. What's his normal work hours?
He works until, I think he had to go in early that day, because he had to start doing overtime or something like that. And he normally works though from 5 or 6 in the morning to, I think he gets home between 5:30 and 6 at night or something like that.
What time did you get home that day?
He got home at 5:30, and then he came in and then he asked me, in a calmer state, I guess you could say, basically the leading question of, why do you think we're about to have this conversation? Giving me, I guess, that opportunity to be honest and truthful, to maybe tone it down a little bit. I, of course, did what I always did, where I kind of didn't admit to it. And then he came out and he told me that I had been doing that.
He had proof.
Yeah.
Have an argument?
Yeah. He kind of, pulled me up from the couch, and then he was yelling at me to pack my shit up and just get out of the house. That he was the one who had to be the hammer, and that, why am I making him have to go through this, and all this other kind of stuff.
Okay.
I had my argument, and then I'm packing my stuff. I'm, taking it out to the car. It took me a couple hours to get as much as I could, just kind of out into there. So I left.
Okay.
And then
what time do you think you left about?
Oh, God. 9 or 9:30 or so.
He goes on to state that he met up with his brother soon after on the side of the road.
I need to mention that, the conversation taking place between this person and their, soon-to-be murdered father is not a conversation taking place between a 14-year-old and their dad. He is 28 years old at this point, okay? He is a whole-ass man, bro. He's balding, okay? He's got the hairline of a fucking 12-year accountant, motherfucker. He's 29 years old. Sorry, not even 28. I mean, not balding. Okay, bald. Okay, he's that bald. Okay.
Road.
And what was the conversation?
Conversation was basically that he was brought up to speed, and that he would take care of it.
He was brought up to speed by what?
This is Grant attempting to frame his brother for a double murder-suicide. You will see this quote brought up repeatedly from this point forward.
He was brought up to speed on why I'm out here.
Who brought him up to speed?
My mom.
Oh, so she talked to him?
Yeah.
He told you that mom had talked to him?
Right.
Do you think that's why Cody left work?
According to Grant, Cody had left work a few hours early to meet up with him on the side of the road. Cody had indeed left work early, yet it wasn't to meet up with Grant. It was later proven that while Margaret Amato was sitting at the computer sipping on a glass of red wine, Grant shot her in the back of the head. He then lay in wait for his father to return to the house, then shot him twice in the head as he entered the kitchen. Cody then received a text from his father's number, asking him to come home urgently. Forensics believed that he was very likely pleading for his life soon after he entered the front door. He was found by police with a gunshot wound to the face, lying in the fetal position. His credit card was stolen, with a purchase made to a campsite for $600 and estimated 30 minutes later.
I mean...
So remember, that's the guy whose actions you were trying to rationalize and justify, for the record, chatters, who were like, oh, dude, is abusive victim of abuse, probably. Sometimes people are just fucking freaks, dude. It doesn't always have to have it doesn't always have to have a fucking, comfortable narrative.
In my mind, I was just thinking, oh, he had been let off work early three times already this week. So I was just
10, 15 minutes you talk to Cody.
Right.
You have a conversation, and he leaves to go home.
Right.
And you leave to go where?
And then I stay in that general area just so that if anything happens, somebody knows where I am. Yeah, I mean, I was staying in that general area, and then I decided to go
To Publix?
Publix.
He just referred to the Publix supermarket parking lot. This is where he used the free Wi-Fi to log on to the campsite with his dead brother's credit card.
Which was about what time?
Like, between like midnight and 1, I think. Yeah.
And you go to Publix midnight 1, and how long did you stay there till?
I stayed there until like 7.
Slept there last night? Talked to anybody?
I messaged the girl that I'd been talking to
So you
on
kept
Twitter.
trying
Yeah.
On Twitter, so you have to pay for it.
Right.
Did she respond back to you?
I think once.
The discussion is then brought back to his last meeting with Cody.
And then, when you left Cody, what did he say he was gonna go do?
Cody said that he will take care of it.
Take care of what?
Just the situation that was at hand with whatever he had been updated with from my mom.
Did he tell you what he was updated?
He had told me the reason why, like, I had been kicked out. But he really didn't give me that much dialogue. Like,
The funniest is, like, I'm willing to bet that if this was a different kind of community watching this right now, I can't believe I'm getting one guide in hypothetical situations now in other communities, but they would most likely be fucking not defending the guy, but talking about how shameful the sex worker was for causing this to happen. I'm getting zero guide. But like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, other communities, you fucking watch this shit. Other chats are probably like, oh, Camgirl fucking stole from him. She's the worst. What if the Camgirl convinced him to kill his family so they could be together? Have you thought of that? Yeah, I doubt that happened.
about that situation. You know, he was miffed a little bit because, you know, he had just gotten off work and now he has to go deal with this.
But what was your demeanor? Like, what did Cody see you as? Like, were you
Like, scared.
upset?
Yeah,
Were you...
like, I was scared.
He didn't kill himself immediately after he just killed his whole family because he wanted to steal his brother's credit card and get one last good fap in, dude. That's why. Okay? 30 minutes after he murdered his brother, he went on like a fucking payphone, basically. Like he literally used the payphone version of public Wi-Fi to do one last just unholy fap.
Scared because, I mean, like I said, it's the first time that I had been out of the house.
We've come and talked to you.
Okay.
You rode up here voluntarily with us to talk to us.
The detective will now initiate the first confrontation.
Why do you think we're having this conversation?
I honestly don't know, but I'm pretty freaked out at this point because, you know, it's
Oh, you're freaked out? Shit, man.
I know like how the situation was when I left.
You're now about to see the lead interrogator's attempt at getting Grant to confess, in a manner so blatantly obvious that the suspect immediately sees through it.
Yeah, the cops are not really great on this one. Especially because we are now 2 hours into this interview and this dude is like 2 hours in. He's just like, yeah, I love anime. The cop is like, Oro, me too. Oh, were they being daijobu to you? Like fucking, oh, what's a Camgirl? That's so sick. Bulgaria. It's like, come on, dog. What the fuck? Do your fucking jobs.
As a child, we're told the truth always is the best thing to do, correct?
Correct.
You agree with it?
Yeah.
And actions happen, and things in the heat of the moment, things happen that we wish hadn't happened. But I do it myself sometimes. My kids will make me so aggravated, I'll snap at them and then walk away and say, wow, I wish I would not have done that. That was not very adult of me to snap at my child for something. Yes, they're wrong, but I should be the adult and not snap at them.
Right.
Tell me what you think, because I could tell I've done this for a long, long time, and I read people, the way they act, and the way they talk to me, and the way they answer questions. There's something you want to tell us. I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your body language, and just the way you act. Now's the time. Now's the time. If there's something you want to
He's like, you know, you got an abusive father. I'm an abusive father to my wife and my children. You know, I'm a detective after all.
get off your chest.
Go on, come on, tell us now.
And give us an explanation of what's bothering you. Now is the exact time to do it. And I'm give me that opportunity right now to tell me something you want to get off your chest. It's there. I can see it in your face. I can see it in your eyes.
You kept out about that night.
You're upset about it. You've been that since we've talked to you. I can see there's something been bothering you. Even though I don't know you from Adam's house, can't you see things in people that something's really bothering this guy? It's not that, I spent a bunch of money I shouldn't have on this girl. So be it. You did. It's over with. Money can be made back. Something's bothering you.
I'm just worried about what is all transpiring from this.
I think at this point right now, to be honest with you, Grant, you know what it is. It's in your eyes.
It's in your eyes. Oh, dude, JCS, you didn't have to do it to him like that. Literally posting this. Also, this guy, to make matters worse, bro, this dude literally thinks like a Florida man accused of killing his parents and brothers hopes to get sprung from jail with a little help from reporters and a lot from a kind-hearted millionaire saying he'd be eternally grateful for the generosity. Email sent by Grant Amato, 29, from prison in Sanford to reporters show that the man accused of killing his family after stealing $200,000 from them and then wiring the cash to a Bulgarian Camgirl has been trying to raise money in unorthodox ways for a $750,000 bond that was set by a judge in April. I just want to feel the sun again, feel the breeze on my skin, feel the simple pleasures of every feel the simple pleasures every innocent man feels, Amato wrote. Amato also asked the reporter, as well as another journalist from WKMG, if their employers would offer anything in exchange for an exclusive interview with the suspected triple murderer. Amato even went a step further with a New York-based videographer asking the man if he could enlist the help of a millionaire to help him with a sizable bond. In another message to Archdeacon, wait, what? He told Colin Archdeacon? What is that, his last name or like an actual archdeacon? His life still remains as depressing as the day I found out what happened in my home and my subsequent wrongful arrest and incarceration. Bro, it's wild that he's like playing the I'm innocent card. The execution style shootings of his parents, Margaret and Chad Amato, as well as his brother Cody Amato. The three were found dead a day after Amato was kicked out of his family home in Chuluota in January due to his online relationship with a Bulgarian woman whom he sent $200,000 after meeting her once on her website called Camgirls. Amato's bond conditions preclude him from using funds from his parents' estate, and he cannot contact witnesses in his forthcoming trial, including his half-brother Jason Amato. In another message to Archdeacon, Amato said he believed his half-brother's mission is now to make my life that much harder by not believing his innocence. None of Amato's offers were accepted, the newspaper reports. The accuser killer also reminisced on the fonder memories he had prior to his arrest, including a trip to Japan with Cody Amato in December. They all remind me of the family that was taken from me and the brother I loved more than anything in this world, Amato wrote in another message. A true Twitch streamer, always making sure to ask chat for the support of his jail bond. Yeah. I just don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. Like, he just seems like his actions are unhinged and insane, but like his background and the way he carries himself do not have that level of like he's just so narcissistic, I guess. That like he seems normal. You know what I mean? Like, obviously nobody is normal and he clearly isn't normal. But if you were to like listen to him talk and you didn't know what he was fucking doing, it seems like he's like a normal dude. You know what I mean? It's so wild.
Eyes is the view to your soul, and it's in your eyes. And it sounds stupid, and people don't believe it. Like I told you out there in the car, did I not tell you? You may not like what I say, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth every time, because I can walk in front of anybody in God and say, I don't care. I told him the truth.
And we usually know answers before we ask it.
Right. Me and Eva knew everything before we asked you the questions. now's the time to come to Jesus, be honest, because you're holding something back. I can see it in your eyes. People don't believe that the police will help you, but we are actually here to help you with issues you may have. I think something happened, and you don't want to tell us, but right now is the time to get it off your chest. And
yeah, this guy's definitely, like, I guess everything we know about what he has done and how he has carried himself after seems like the absolute worst person to try this on, okay? He is definitely not coming to Jesus, and he's definitely not coming to you, cop.
Really wish you would, because it will make you feel better in the end.
I genuinely don't have anything else that I can say about the night or, you know, the periods of time afterwards.
There's only one opportunity to make that good impression. And if we've done something we shouldn't have done, you fess up there. You caught your hand in a cookie jar.
Detective Dan's approach here is so incredibly outdated and predictable that it actually seems to boost the suspect's confidence. It's the detective, in fact, who gives off a nervous disposition. He'll begin stumbling over his own words while simultaneously mixing.
I love when, dude, JCS, Kazume, JCS reading him to filth, dude. This is extremely my shit. Also, he's not even, like, particularly smart. The execution style crime he committed and the subsequent, like, jerking off immediately after with his brother's credit card, that just gives away that he is not, like, a very smart criminal. This guy is, his only shot is hoping that, like, the crime scene investigators carry him, okay, at this point. He is so fucking bad.
Mixing up his analogies, which never made a great deal of sense to begin with.
You do it. Now,
is there anything else that happened at the house that you didn't tell us, that you've left out, or we haven't asked you, that would be of importance? Or during the time that you drove around for those few hours? Did you ever really go back to the house that you haven't told us about?
You'll also notice the female detective interject with something useful every now and then. But unfortunately, she's not the one leading this interrogation. That would be the detective who keeps bringing up Jesus, to a guy who just murdered his family to go jerk off in a parking lot to a Bulgarian cam model.
True.
Honesty will get you all the things I could do for you. Be honest, I can't.
Bro, he is operating on a totally different planet, dog. The fuck do you mean? Oh man, you're gonna feel so good when you get this off your chest. No, man, he is trying to unload. Okay, he's trying to get a load off for sure. As soon as you let him go, he's gonna call up the Bulgarian cam model again and rip another fat one, dude. That's the load he's trying to get off. Nothing else. God damn, dude. Like, come on now. Let Jesus take your soul.
Can't deal with someone who lies to me,
Right.
but I'll deal with someone and help them till the end, no matter what. Believe it or not, that's just me, and she'll tell you. I'm very. It's what
She's
it
like,
is.
yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say if I can do something that can help you, I'm going to help you, because every one of us make mistakes and do things we shouldn't have done in the heat of the moment to protect ourselves or to protect somebody else.
Bro, this guy is literally 3 seconds away from being like, yo, can you loan me $600? Like, I got to do something real quick. Like, he's gone. The fuck do you mean? I can help you. Just be honest with me now.
It happens. Now's the time. Now is the time.
So what do you think
To be
happened?
honest.
I think that there was something that obviously happened at the house.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened.
I know better. Listen to me. I know better. I can help you, Grant, with honesty. I can help you with honesty.
We think something else happened before you left the home that you're either afraid of or embarrassed to talk about.
See, this is smart. What she's doing, okay, is basically saying, like, this is a technique that we see all the time from cops. It's like, here, give us what your alibi is and give us what you think happened, okay? So then you slowly start unwinding their fucking idiotic counter. It's smart. That's what you're supposed to do. Thank God she's there Because this fucking other idiot is going to keep doing the classic Florida detective technique, which is, come on now, just tell us the truth, boy. I love you. Always. Literally always. Like, every time we watch fucking Florida crimes, dude, and an investigator from Florida, it's always like, come on now. Come on, Steven, can you do this? Come on. Tell me now. Tell me the truth now.